Hi, I'm Cara Fraser. Welcome to today's class. I'm calling it Stretch and Restore. So we'll do some gentle movement, really on the back, maybe some stuff just in tabletop, and then some restorative postures, which are always really nice. So this is prop intensive. I've said this in some other videos. So if you have a bolster, be good to have blocks and a strap. If you don't have the bolster, you could use blankets or folded up towels. So it's not a requirement to have that, but you do need something to elevate the floor, lift it up to you to prop yourself up. And some of the poses we'll do later in the class. So let's start out just flat on your back in Shavasana. Make sure your props are within reach once you get down to your back. And if you like, you could have the knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. I'm actually going to take my feet the width of the mat and let my knees fall in. Sometimes that feels nice. If that doesn't work for you, just find a place where you are comfortable. And let yourself start to relax here. This class is going to be nice and gentle. We're just starting to let the breath soften, let the body relax. Maybe you need to wiggle a little bit and then let everything go. And then hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. And then come back to center. Place the palms of the hands on top of the knees. Push the knees away from you as you straighten the arms, and then just take the knees from side to side. I'm starting to draw some circles on the ceiling with the knees. So take the knees over to the right, pull them towards your chest, take them to the left, and then push them away from you. So knees are going to stay together. It's just as if you're drawing these circles on the ceiling. They can be big or small. You can move fast or slow. Just feeling the legs move in the hip socket. You probably feel a little massage on the low back. And take the circles the opposite direction. And then hug the knees back into the chest. Just extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling so legs are perpendicular to the floor. Not doing anything here, just letting the legs be up. Some people will feel a stretch in the back of the legs here. Maybe point and flex the feet. And then hug the knees back into the chest. Keep the right knee where it is, extend the left leg onto the mat. So here, keep both feet active. You can point them or you can flex them. Whatever feels good for you, just do something with your feet. And then point and flex the right foot. And circle it a little bit. And the other direction. And then reflex it. Take the right arm to a T, take an inhale here. On the exhale, take the leg over to the left for a twist. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left and hold this time in the twist. So gaze could go towards the right hand or to the ceiling. That left hand can rest on the outside of the right thigh. If it feels good, gives you a little more of a stretch. But if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Inhale, bring the leg up through center. Take the right hand to the right shin or the back of the right thigh if that feels better. Take an inhale here. Exhale, take that leg over to the right, keeping the leg bent, just trying to get this external rotation of the leg in the hip socket. And then inhale the leg up through center. Grab your strap, take the ball of that right foot into the strap. Extend the right leg up. Notice if you have a death grip on the strap. A lot of people are just pulling so hard on the leg. It makes this tension in the upper body. So loose grip, draw the hands down towards the floor. Upper arms rest on the floor. You can get a stretch without really pulling on the leg. So right hip bone, or right sit bone, draws to the left heel. That helps to pull the femur back. And as you do that, you can pull the toes towards the chest, press the heel up. So this is a very active pose. I think a lot of us just put the leg up and it's there, but you can work all those actions to help you pull the leg closer. And then take the strap off to the side, hug both knees into the chest. And extend the right leg out onto the mat. Keep the left knee hugged in and point and flex that foot. And then take some circles, one way and then the other. And then reflex the foot, take the left arm to a T. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, take the leg over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right and hold. Gaze either up or towards the left hand. Inhale, bring that leg up to center. Take the left hand on the left shin or behind the left thigh. Take an inhale. Exhale, take that leg over to the left, opening up the hip. Inhale, bring the leg back to center. Grab your strap. Take the ball of the left foot into the strap. Extend the leg up. Rest the upper arms on the mat. Draw the left sit bone towards the heel. Pull the toes back, press the heel up. Soft upper body, even the face. Notice if you have tension in your face. I notice sometimes that I do that. I don't even know that I'm doing it, but I'm just concentrating so hard on everything that I'm doing. If you're very type A, that might be happening to you too. And then release that foot out of the strap. Hug the knees into the chest. And then drop the feet down, about hips distance apart, arms by the sides, palms facing the mat. Inhale, press into the feet, slowly roll the hips, low back, mid back up for bridge. Exhale, come down. Excuse me, inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. If you like, you can add the arms. Inhale, lift the hips, take the arms out in front of you up by the ears. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up. And exhale down. Hug the knees into the chest. And rock along the length of the spine a couple times till you can just come up to seated. Comfortable cross-leg position once you get there. So from here, moving into some restorative postures. So grab your bolster, bring it to the center of the mat. This one's a little hard to get into, but it feels good once you get there. So you'll sit up on the bolster and then bring the block where your feet are gonna be. And take your straps so you have a loop big enough to bring your legs through. And it needs to be tight enough so it keeps your thighs from going any wider than the hips. So it's just trying to keep the legs from falling apart. So once you're there, the goal is to bring the legs up to the block, and then you want to bring your ribs off the bolster onto the mat. So this is where it gets a little tricky. Sometimes it's hard to figure out the block. So see how I have this arch in my upper back? That's what you want, and you can scooch forward if you think you need to. I actually need to bring my block just a hair closer. There we go, that's better. Arms can be by the sides, it could be in cactus arms, hands on the belly, whatever you like. Make sure that strap is tight enough so the legs are just supported, they don't roll out. If it takes you a second to get it adjusted, that's okay. And once you get here, close the eyes. Just let yourself relax. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it out. And then lift the feet off the block, bend the knees. You can hug the knees into the chest to get the strap off the legs so you don't feel completely confined. Take the feet out wider than the bolster so they're resting on the mat, and you can just walk yourself off the mat. So your back will come down and you can roll yourself off to the side and bring yourself up. I thought that was a little crazy to get in and out of, but hopefully it felt good on the upper back. So next thing is Supta Baddha Konasana. This is one of my favorites. So soles of the feet together, knees come out, couple inches from the bolster, you'll lay back. If it feels good, blocks can come under the knees. You decide where it is. It could be more thigh, it could be out, it could be up. It's really where you feel supported. This is a nice chest opener here, letting the shoulders melt down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it out. And draw the knees together. Take the soles of the feet to the mat about hips distance apart. Pause here for just a moment. And then when you're ready, being mindful of the block to your right if you have one there. Gently roll yourself up off the bolster. Come up to seated. And then make your way into whatever Shavasana feels good for you. So you could be flat on the back. You could use that bolster under the knees if you like. If you have a blanket to put under the head as a pillow, that could feel good. Using these final moments of class for final relaxation, letting go. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and the wrists. And reach the arms up overhead, stretch from fingers to toes. Roll off to the right side. And press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. I hope today's class helped you to relax a little bit in this crazy, busy world. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.